YouTube Ozzico in the GOAT House is back. Today we're going over the best fit from each round of the 2022 NFL Draft. Recently did a video going over the best pick from each round. We have a bunch of winners and losers videos, grades, rankings of each draft class, and more, a 2023 mock. We got a lot going on here, so we got you covered fully for the NFL here. So join us, like, subscribe to notifications on, follow us on Twitter. Link down below for anything that you're looking for there. So the best fit pick from round one, I'm going to go with Treylon Burks to the Tennessee Titans. This is just a Titans guy, right? You know, moving on from A.J. Brown, adding Burks to replace him, a guy that does some similar things as A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown definitely has more to his game, obviously smoother, faster, a little bit better outside. I see the upside with Burks outside, though, but just a guy that can be involved in a heavy run game with his the pre-snap motion, kind of fooling teams, the end arounds, obviously the screen passes, just kind of getting the ball in his hands because what he can do after the catch. Just really feels like a Titans guy. Probably the best possible option to replace A.J. Brown, really the only option from the draft. So obviously they felt comfortable moving on from A.J. Brown to get a guy like Burks. Just feels like a Vrabel guy as well. So I thought that was the best fit pick from round one. From round two, got to go with James Cook. Going to Georgia, or going to the Buffalo Bills from Georgia here. Pick 63 overall. Exactly what the Buffalo Bills needed, a high-powered passing attack. They're going to pass the ball as much as anyone, and they're going to run the ball as much as anyone too, because just hand the ball to their backs, and Josh Allen running as well. It's just how good the offense is. But they've kind of been missing that big play running back, that home run hitting running back, specifically that's involved in the passing game, what they do best, and that's exactly what James Cook is. He was my running back 3 of the class. He was my best receiving back, pass catching back, and he has a lot of upside as a runner. He's that home run, one cut and go, very good vision, home run hitting, great accelerating running back too. So it's just a perfect fit for the Bills. And I keep saying it, sound like a broken record, but it just felt like this was the pick. This was the pick for the Bills that kind of solidifies them at least the top of the AFC, because they're going to be able to create more mismatches, more problems for opposing defenses with this pick. So I just absolutely love the fit. I can't wait to see it in action. Third round, we went Channing Tindall. And I was saying for a long time leading up to the draft, Channing Tindall is a high upside, freaky prospect here. You see the size, the length, but mainly the athletic numbers, what he's able to do even on the field. Has that upside. He didn't start for Georgia, played a lot for a rotation guy, but he needs such a specific team, for him to kind of work out. He needed a heavy blitz team because he's very good at blitzing, and a preferred man coverage over zone. Think he kind of gets lost when covering in zone a little bit. And the Miami Dolphins are, I'd say the Dolphins and the Patriots are, if you were to try to show one team to summarize, man coverage, a lot of blitz, you're going to use either the Dolphins or the Patriots as the prime example for that. So he ends up on the Dolphins. It's a perfect fit. This is kind of the type of linebacker they've been missing as well. Jerome Baker's a solid linebacker, more of an outside guy, freelance, very athletic, sideline to sideline quick. So it's a different type of linebacker here that they could use right next to Jerome Baker. So I think it's a perfect fit scheme-wise, perfect fit on what they could use to get better as well. This was their first pick of the draft. Pretty good first pick, 102nd overall here. Fourth round, going to go Daniel FAALELE to the Ravens in the fourth round. Some thought it'd be a third-round pick, but it's a great fit because, maybe why he dropped a little bit is because he's not the most athletic dude. Tackles that are kind of thriving in today's NFL, they have certain athletic traits, abilities, and those guys are really succeeding in today's NFL. FAALELE does not have those, athletic traits, obviously, but the Ravens, with their scheme, their power blocking scheme, they prefer power over speed, and he's pretty quick for his size too, so that's good. So he just fits perfectly at right tackle, even if he ends up playing guard. He's a little long for guard, but he kind of has that power and play style to play guard, but I like him at right tackle for the Ravens, and again, could end up playing guard and being very good there. It's just a really good fit, scheme-wise, kind of where his traits, strengths, and weaknesses are, just kind of makes sense with the Ravens. There's a really good pick for them in the fourth round. Fifth round, I'm going to go KYREN Williams, the Notre Dame running back, going to the Rams. I love this fit. KYREN Williams is that do-it-all type of back, obviously. Very elusive, very quick, Kind of has those home run plays, can catch the ball very well too. He used to be a receiver in high school. Can line him up in the slot. He can block very well as well, which is perfect for the Rams passing attack with Matthew Stafford there. And I think it's just a perfect fit for the future behind Cam Akers, because I don't think Darrell Henderson will be a part of the long-term future. You know, the difference between Henderson and Williams, Henderson's going to be a lot faster, long speed-wise. But I think KYREN Williams actually has more to his game, including that durability, which was a little bit of a concern with Henderson. So I think Williams meshes in with this offense so perfectly, right behind Akers. It's probably going to be right behind Henderson this year. You know, but I think it's just such a great fit. You know, him being able to do everything, you know, the toughness, the durability, I think really stood out to McVay in this staff. So this is one I just can't wait to see in action. Hopefully he gets some action early on. I know he eventually will. But it's good to have another back in there for the Rams. Round 6, going to go another running back. Going to go KEAONTAY Ingram, who I was a big fan of, was kind of my sleeper running back. Didn't have a crazy amount of production this year, but pretty good production. I thought he should have got the ball more. I love this tape. Sees the hole, hits the hole, got some good wiggle after the fact. Underrated catching the ball out of the backfield. The Cardinals definitely need another running back. They lose Chase Edmonds. I think Ingram's kind of that all-around type of guy, kind of like Connor was last year. He's not as good as Connor, obviously, but kind of that all-around type of guy that is good replacement for Connor, because sometimes teams get these guys that, and sometimes it makes sense. You get a 1-2 punch, and you get two kind of totally different type of backs because you have that 1-2 punch. But with Connor's the guy of the Cardinals. He's one of the best running backs in football last year. He's their guy, you know, and that's the type of running back they want. And he even elevated more as a pass catching back, you know, but he's pretty balanced across the board. Pretty good at running inside with his power. That's kind of what Ingram is as well. But Connor has that injury concern. So getting another running back for the kind of the future and right now that kind of has some similarities there. Not as strong as Connor, but kind of has a balanced back that can do it all. Kind of makes a little bit more sense to me for the Arizona Cardinals. So I'd watch out for Ingram. I think he could be productive pretty early on here. And then the 7th round, went Isaiah Thomas, the Oklahoma pass rusher, to the Cleveland Browns in the 7th round. Is a very good value pick as well. But I like him as a 4-3 end a lot in that Browns scheme. I think he could be productive. He's a kind of a surprise guy that could be productive right off the bat, because the Browns kind of still, and they drafted a couple guys, but they still have some wide open competition for now. Opposite of Myles Garrett, they could bring Clowney back, but you know, so I think Thomas fits right in day one. I think it can be productive for them day one, just opposite of Myles Garrett, what he can learn from him, and him kind of having a good mixture of athleticism and power traits, rushing from the edge. You know, he's not nowhere near Myles Garrett, but kind of like Myles Garrett, kind of has a mixture of wins with a mixture of those things. I like that. Just really like the fit on that defense, and possibly, you know, if we go into and they added Winovich as well, but if we went in the season where they are right now, I think Thomas would actually see significant playing time for a 7th round pick. You know, I'm not saying he's going to get, you know, Myles Garrett snaps, anything close to that, but if we went into the season started today, you know, I think he would actually get more snaps than you would think. So I think it's a really good fit for them, and that's what this video was. It was the best fits, in my opinion, for each round of the 2022 NFL Draft. Some really good fits, some players to really feel good about going to the teams that they went to, and excited to watch these guys because how well they mesh with the team there. So, again, recent video, we had this kind of the same idea, but the best pick in each round, in my opinion. We have a bunch of those draft videos up. More content, full NFL coverage here. So join us, like, subscribe, turn notifications on, follow us on Twitter. All that be much, much appreciated. But that is going to do it for this one. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.